Hi everyone, it's Cass. Welcome back to my channel, What Cass Read. Today we're going to do another Top 5 Wednesday, and the topic for this Wednesday is going to be Top 5 Authors I Want to Write Like, and I chose 5 authors from my current and read bookshelves. So there's probably a bajillion authors out there that I'm forgetting about, but these are the ones that I have on my bookshelf, and it's in celebration of National Novel Writing Month. We're wrapping up National Novel Writing Month and talking about the 5 authors that I would like to write like. The first author that I want to talk about is Khaled Hosseini. I've mentioned him before, and you might have heard of him before because he's the author of The Kite Runner. He's always going to be in my authors that I want to write like. His writing it's poetic. It's just, there's no other way to describe it. His writing is so poetic, and he takes you on a journey through every single emotion that his characters feel, think, want to feel, might have thought at one point or another, but push that thought far, far away from their brain. He does it all. Not only can he write male protagonists, but I'm showcasing this book, A Thousand Splendid Suns, because he's writing this book from 2 female protagonists. One is an older woman, one is a younger woman, and he managed to capture them so accurately. And a lot of the times I have found that there are men out there that can't write for women, and he is not one of them. If I could even write a sentence the way that Khaled Hosseini writes a sentence, I would die a very, very happy woman. So Khaled Hosseini, and this is A Thousand Splendid Suns. My next author is a little bit of a controversial pick, and this is Chelsea Handler. I want to write like Chelsea Handler because I think the woman is so smart and so well informed. You may not agree with what she has to say, but you can't deny that the woman reads, the woman does her research, and not only that, but she is incredibly generous. She's not afraid to get her hands dirty. Now granted, this is, a funny story about her trip to Africa with some of her friends. They're doing some drugs, she's getting drunk, whatever, that's her life. No matter your opinion of the woman, you can't deny that she is incredibly smart, incredibly well-read. She knows how to write, she knows what she's saying, she's not afraid to speak what she means, and I love her. I am a Chelsea Handler fan. The next book that I want to showcase is The Cuckoo's Calling by Robert Galbraith, also known as J.K. Rowling. Now I picked this version of J.K. Rowling's writing because she took us into a really, really dark world with her whole Cormoran Strike series, and I knew she could get dark with Harry Potter, I knew she could get dark with The Casual Vacancy, but this, she brings me into a male head. I feel like right off the bat I understood Cormoran, and there's not a lot of characters that I feel like I understand completely right off from the first page. She did that for me here. She's just like hashtag goals. Her Twitter page is on fire. So anyways, this is The Cuckoo's Calling by Robert Galbraith. My next choice is Elizabeth Gilbert. I have 2 choices for Elizabeth Gilbert. I have 1 nonfiction, and then I have 1 fiction. So her nonfiction choice, of course, is Eat, Pray, Love. I wish I could write about eating a piece of pizza the way that Elizabeth Gilbert wrote about eating a piece of pizza. That is my favorite line of description in all of nonfiction. Just her experience of eating a pizza in Naples makes me want to go eat a pizza in Naples. Not that I already didn't before. And then of course I wanted to showcase her fiction piece. This is The Signature of All Things. It says that she wrote this in kind of the spirit of the 19th century, and of course this book takes place in the 19th century. It just it's at the turn of the century in the year 1800 and brings us forward. She brings us from islands to laboratories to gardens to England, like all within one world. And so if you were thinking that she couldn't write anything but nonfiction, you were wrong. You have to pick up The Signature of All Things. And then my final author that I wish I could write like is Ken Follett. I have showcased here The Pillars of the Earth, which is one of my top 5 favorite books of all time. His words are luxurious, his settings are dynamic, and the things that he writes about are incredibly compelling, and I feel like friends of mine died when he writes the death of a character. I feel like I'm falling in love when 2 characters of his are falling in love. Ken Follett is one of the most beautiful writers that I have ever come across. I have 5 or 6 of his books, and I want to read all of them. He is incredible. Okay, so that wraps up my top 5 authors that I wish that I could write like in celebration of the end of National Novel Writing Month. If you don't belong to the Goodreads group Top 5 Wednesday, I'm going to link that below. That's where I ended up getting my topics, and that's where I'm going to post this video as well, so that way people who are involved in the group can take part and you can post your top 5 authors that you wish that you wrote about. Go ahead and leave a comment in the comment section below if you agree or disagree with any of my choices, or if you have any authors to add. And then of course you can follow me on social media. It's at WhatCastRead, the same as this channel. Super easy to find. And then of course, you know how these videos end. I'll talk to you later. Bye.